It's a Western Conference game on display featuring the Sacramento Kings. Thanks for joining us, everyone. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan. Here with me today, Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr. The Spurs happy to be returning to San Antonio after the road trip. They've probably been looking forward to this part of the schedule for a long time. A lot of upcoming home games are slated for them here.
For the Spurs, they've maybe fallen off ever so slightly this season. Just a skosh, though.
Well, it's so difficult to maintain that level year in and year out. But this is still a very strong team. And, you know, maybe they've had a couple of hiccups here and there, but this could still be a very competitive team come playoff time.
We got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. On the court for Sacramento, Landry and Cousins patrol the paint. Jordan is out there with Collison, and it's Gay in at the small forward.
Manu Ginobili has always been one of my favorite guys to watch and an elite shooting guard on the court. I mean, the issue with him has been health. You know, last season he missed about a month with a tweaked hamstring, right as the Spurs went on their rodeo road trip.
Here's Parker after Darren Collison's bucket. Ginobili kicks to Duncan. 6 to shoot. The 15-footer, good. And so here's Sacramento. And Ginobili, guys, clearly focused on trying to stay healthy. The last couple of off-seasons, Steve, he's bowed out of international play.
Well, it's smart. I mean, he's got so much mileage on his body, and it's more important for him to spend his summers just working on his body, staying healthy, strengthening those areas that he needs. And it's always tricky, though, to say no to your own country when they ask you to play on the national team.
Not trying to rattle any rims or racks there. Just up and in with the finger roll.
Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Kevin, Greg Popovich and I got a chance to talk for a bit. He told me he's wary about how they'll contend with DeMarcus Cousins inside. He said he's a beast in there, no doubt about it. Size, length, strength, and a ton of skill. The talent is really off the charts with him. And guys, he knows it won't be easy to muscle Cousins away from the rim, but he said that's what they've got to find a way to do. It won't be easy.
All right, Doris, thanks. And San Antonio has possession. 4-point game. They come into this having outplayed Phoenix the last game.
And it was the role players in that game, Kevin, that really led the charge. You know, the guys who normally don't score a lot, they came in and really contributed.
A total team performance, Steve, the kind you need if you're going to win on the opponent's home floor.
Well, you just can't give them that kind of position in the post.
I'll tell you what, when he gets it in that tight, he's going to bury those.
Outside Jordan. Back to Collison. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Jordan. Collison's got his second basket of the night.
Pretty impressive. 5 straight makes to start this game.
What is insane about the Spurs and how successful they are as a franchise is that in their entire franchise history, they've only missed the playoffs 4 times. That is absolutely remarkable.
Now here's Parker. 9 points last game out. The shot is off. Good D by Jordan. Kings leading now by 5. And he feeds it to Collison. The tray. And it's Jordan. That time on the assist by Collison. 8 points for Jordan.
There's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes in this defense.
It should be easy to correct, though, if you start making the right rotations defensively.
Now here's Leonard. A 17-point game for him in the win against Phoenix.
And his work on the glass, certainly noteworthy. And he contributed in a number of ways.
Now here's Collison. Kawhi Leonard unable to get his shot to go. And Parker with a clear path to the hoop. Ball's knocked loose. And another shot. The shot misses. Now Sacramento takes it the other way. Fresh from a win against Portland.
You know, so often in the NBA we talk about how you have to earn your points the hard way, but it didn't seem like that was the case. Everything came pretty easily.
Too many of their points came the easy way, Steve. You're right. On dunks and layups against a defense that didn't really put up much resistance.
That's the kind of defense required when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were right in his face.
Left side, Jordan. Tries a 3. That falls. Great assist by Darren Collison. Collison's got 3 assists in the game. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
So San Antonio goes with a fresh 5 on the floor. A big group substitution here for Sacramento. For Cousins, Evans comes in for Carl Landry. Caspi, he's checked in for Rudy Gay. And it's Ben McLemore in for Darren Collison. A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Hey, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what George Karl was saying to the team. He told the team he wanted to run their offense through insanity. Coach wants to get him involved early so he can establish a strong presence at that end of the floor and provide them with a well-balanced offensive attack. The second thing he said to them was that they should be looking for opportunities to push the ball up the court and convert some quick, easy baskets in transition. So still in the opening quarter and already some adjustments being made. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks a lot, Doris. And San Antonio has possession. Sacramento able to drain the 3. Bonner kicks to Bellinelli. Drops one in from the wing. Sacramento leading by 10. Now McLemore. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against Portland. And it's Jordan that's out the key. Lets it go. And there are the Kings with another bucket.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
Yeah, they have the defense on the run right now because every pass seems to have a purpose. They're getting great movement, great spacing, and they're really lining them up defensively.
Here's Green after the made shot from Jordan. Green passes to Bellinelli. Back to Green. To the middle. Here's Joseph. No good. Great D that time from Jordan. Here's McLemore. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Jordan. McLemore's got 5 points so far.
What a start they've gotten off to. A big lead for them, and we're not even out of the first quarter yet.
Tune in Friday, March 6th. DeMarcus Cousins and the Sacramento Kings take on Nikola Vucevic and the Orlando Magic. Live from Orlando. Make sure to catch it.
Far, but as the second quarter starts here, plenty of time for a comeback. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Sacramento.
Well, they've definitely had the hot hand from the three-point line so far. Always nice to start out like that.
The other thing they've had going for them tonight is their passing. I mean, doing a nice job. Plenty of their points early on coming off assists.
Bellinelli is out there with Matt Bonner. Then it's Aaron Baines, then it's Green, and it's Joseph in at the point. So that's who San Antonio starts the second with.
I like that shooting.
Checked in, and then for Sacramento. Kings leading now by 11. Collison dishes to Gay. There's the feed to Cousins. Hits the jump hook. Cousins has got 4 points in the quarter.
That was some skill there. Nice use of the bounce pass.
San Antonio's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Duncan with the screen for Parker. Duncan against Gay. Duncan kicks to Leonard. Green up on top. The high post shot. And it's Sacramento with the rebound. Jordan's got 4 rebounds in this game.
Such a solid performance for them inside. Their rebounding has been terrific.
Yeah, that's just one of the few things that have gone their way today. And you know why he was open there. They didn't commit too much defense to him, and you can see why. He has trouble making that shot. Danny Green, a nice find by the Spurs as a 3-and-D role player. And the Spurs always seem to find those kind of guys. A mid-second round pick was Green. He got waived by the Cavs, spent some time playing abroad. Now he holds the record for three-pointers made in the finals.
He shouldn't be afraid to take that shot more often. He's solid from there.
There's 57 seconds left in the second quarter. Parker outside. And the wide open shot from Green. Drills the baseline jumper. Green's got his first points of the night. And for Danny Green, guys, quality defender at either wing position. And, you know, Steve, as you like to say, a floor spacer offensively.
That's right. Two-way guys, Kevin. Two-way players. That's what the playoffs are all about. You think about the success Green has had the last couple of seasons, defending star players at one end, knocking down big threes at the other. Wow, what a player he's become.
No good from Gay. Spurs trail by 11. Up the floor. Passes it to Baines. Parker outside. And instead he picks up a foul. That is his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Parker. They kick it out to Green. A three ball. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
That's a very important shot to cut the lead to 6.
That'll do it for the first half. Kings ahead.
Got the lead, but lots of basketball left to play. The first thing is that our ball movement has been solid. Keep it up. I want to see that ball continue to rotate around the perimeter until we get a good look. I'll say this for us, though. Our shot selection has been terrific. We haven't forced things, and the shots are dropping for us because of that patience.
And guys, I don't want too many of us under the glass at the defensive end.
The second half. Really been making it happen.
Boy, he put on a show from the three-point line in the first half, didn't he? We'll see if the halftime break had any cooling effect on it.
Yeah, we'll soon find out, because I guarantee they're going to keep feeding it to him behind the arc until he does cool off.
Spurs shooting with confidence, 50% from the field so far. On the court for Sacramento. Landry and Cousins patrol the paint. Collison is out there with Jordan. And it's Gay in at the three. From 13, count that one, and the Kings lead has been cut down now to just 6, and the basket from Tim Duncan. Here's Collison. Gay outside. And it's Gay again missing. On offense, here are the Spurs. They just couldn't come out on top last time they took on the Kings. That one was played in Sacramento.
It was not a very inspired performance for them, particularly defensively. I thought, you know, they gave the hostile crowd a lot to cheer about, frankly.
Yeah, they allowed a lot of free runs to the hoop, a lot of open jumpers, and in the end, the opponent's shooting percentage was right through the roof, and you can't win when that's the case.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Doris Burke. Hey, Doris.
Well, thank you, gentlemen. When the Spurs first acquired Kawhi Leonard, Tim Duncan was less than impressed. He said his shot was errant and, quote, he had a lot of work to do. But 3 years later, Duncan definitely a believer. He said, I'm honored to be on this team because he's going to be great for years to come. And I'm going to hold on as long as I can. Guys?
He's improved every season, Doris. Thanks. Took him no time at all on that one. 16 points for Jordan.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they've built this lead for themselves here.
Well, head coach Greg Popovich, a big believer in what he calls corporate knowledge, the idea that continuity breeds success through players truly understanding the system at a deep level.
Just over a minute and a half played here in the third. Duncan kicks to Leonard. And that comes off the assist by Duncan. And it's 9 points for Leonard.
And that's 4 straight from the field, guys. Off to a quick start this third quarter.
Collison off the pick from Jordan. Now here's Collison. 7 points in the game. Outside Jordan. Clock at 6. Right at the free throw line. That one wide left.
Still a bit chilly from the field at the start of this third quarter. 1 of 4 so far.
Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Kevin, Greg Popovich was just going over the plan with his team. He told his guys that their offense needed to run through Tim Duncan. Coach would like to see him utilized in the offense as much as possible. We can expect to see them going to him constantly. He also told them that he wants to see multiple passes on every possession. He said that was the key to getting the best shot each time down. Perhaps the rest of the second half will look different after those adjustments, Kevin.
Thank you, Doris. Splitter kicks to Parker. Poked away. San Antonio needs to get off a shot here. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Baines is checked in. Matt Bonner comes in for Duncan. Bellinelli, he's checked in for Manu Ginobili. And it's Joseph in for Parker. Then for the Kings, Hollins is checked in. And it's Evans in for Carl Landry. From deep, McLemore. Rebounded by the Spurs.
Well, Ben McLemore seen as perhaps a steal when the Kings selected him 7th overall in last year's draft, but his rookie season was a colossal disappointment. Defensively and offensively, he really struggled to contribute.
Now here's Joseph, guarded by Jordan, and Joseph kicks to Leonard. They set the pick. Off the pick, and he dunks it after the pick frees him up.
Well, I tell you what, it was the good pick that was set that turned him loose.
And once he got around it, Steve, it was smooth sailing right to the hole.
Well, because of the pick, he had plenty of room. That's why he was able to power down that slam.
And McLemore, an excellent shooter in one season that he had at Kansas.
And you combine that with his athleticism, Kevin, and he's got tremendous upside. That's why he was so highly regarded as a prospect.
Feeds to Joseph. And Hollins pulls it down.
Couldn't convert, but nice little two-man game there.
And it wouldn't surprise me to see them go back to that the next trip.
And they double up Jordan. Gay right side. Off target from three-point range.
He continues to struggle from the field. But luckily for him and his team, his teammates have been able to pick him up and get the job done.
And we may have an injury here that does not look good.
Injuries are such a difficult part of this game.
And from a glance, you really can't tell just how bad it is, but he's going to come out now how bad it is. He may be done for the game.
Jason Thompson, he's checked in for the Kings. Caspi comes in for Rudy Gay. Jordan the pass to Thompson, and he dunks it down. Well, Clark, a clear lane to the basket and the emphatic jam.
And that is outstanding attacking basketball.
Well, he had no choice but to take that one to the bucket.
Here's Joseph. They kick it out to Green. Here's Bonner. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot two.
Well, you allow them to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Yeah, I think you got to foul him, and free throws are better than a layup.
Good on both.
Boy, I tell you what, he does not look like your typical big man up there at the line. He has an excellent stroke and a percentage to match.
Kept alive. Evans dishes to Jordan. Pass to Caspi. Thompson sets the pick for McLemore. Outside Jordan. Over Bellinelli. And again, it's Sacramento converting.
The more touches he gets, the more this lead will grow. He has just been unconscious this quarter.
Now here's Joseph, guarded by Jordan. Green with a screen on Jordan. They double him with Jordan. Here's Joseph. Well-placed jumper from the free throw line.
As soon as the double team came, he immediately looked to find the open man.
Sacramento leading by 7. And McLemore kicks to Jordan. Buries the long-range jumper. Jordan's got 28.
He's just been the man since the start of this quarter. I mean, just a tremendous period of basketball for him.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. That's good. And that's 13 points for Leonard.
Well, he's been a real positive factor for them today, although, you know, as a team, they've had a lot of negatives mixed in there as well.
Outside Jordan, down low, McLemore, the pass to Evans. Outside Jordan. Evans setting the pick for Jordan. He got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall. The points coming in. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go of the game.
I was hoping we'd get a chance to see this one again. Thank you, Lonnie and the truck, for showing it. But it's passing like this that makes the basketball purists happy. This is the beauty of the game right here.
Down low, it's Duncan and Splitter. In the backcourt, Parker and Ginobili. And it's Green in at the small forward position. And that's who's in the game for the Spurs. And here is Parker. Duncan high post. Cousins is there. No good from Duncan.
Well, they've only got a slight edge in rebounding when you look at the numbers, but it certainly feels a lot bigger than it is.
Well, the score has a lot to do with that, Clark. Just based on that, you'd think the rebounding gap would be huge.
Here's Cousins. And that one's good.
Excellent work offensively to get that shot attempt into a can't-miss area.
Spurs trail by 13. Parker with it. Picked up by Collison. Jordan against Ginobili. And stolen by Jordan.
Oh, get it! Oh, watch out now. Pretty devastating, actually, to turn the ball over like that and surrender 2 more points.
Not the time to make mistakes, that's for sure. You know, it's not an impossible comeback right now, but that just made it that much harder.
Looking at the numbers for Ginobili, he has 9 points, and he was able to come up with 1 steal, too.
Yeah, he's defending very well, Clark. He's disrupting the offense. He's playing the passing lanes, trying to put as much pressure on as possible.
Carl Landry's checked in for Sacramento.
The Kings, one of the youngest teams in the league. They're trying to build through the draft, but with mixed results over the last couple of seasons. DeMarcus Cousins, the only player who's truly distinguished himself as a significant building block. Tough D on the inside.
Put up a roadblock, a construction barrel right there. That's what he brings defensively. Major league big boy throwdown right there.
And he keeps a tight grip on that rim after the finish.
And maybe that'll give this team a little bit of their edge back.
Collison dishes to Jordan. The shot's good. Collison making the play. Collison's got his 6th assist on the night. And the Kings, Clark, over the last 5 years, drafting in that 5-7 range. They took Cousins. They traded down, remember, for Jimmer Fredette.
Yep.
And then Thomas Robinson out of Kansas. Another Jayhawk. And 13, Ben McLemore.
Yeah, McLemore struggled a bit in his rookie season. Aside from Cousins, not the difference makers you'd hope for it to this point. We'll see if this year's any different for him. Even as the Spurs continue to grow older, it's really hard to write them off. I mean, it's incredible how long this team has been ruling the roosts in the West and contending for championships.
Leonard, he's checked in for San Antonio. Here is Caspi. He's covered by Leonard. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line. And guys, you know, if you look at the dominance for the Spurs, they have found younger players like Kawhi Leonard, for instance, Steve, to keep them on top.
Yeah, and then Popovich does such a good job of preserving their veterans, keeping their minutes down and resting them for the playoffs. So Popovich and the Spurs really kind of wrote the book on managing the regular season.
Kings leading now by 17. Collison kicks to Jordan. He dishes it to Caspi. Back to Jordan. And a miss there on the triple. Spurs have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the 4th quarter. Parker with it. Picked up by Collison. Nobody near Leonard. San Antonio again missing. And the Kings with possession. They're on a 13-4 run. Dishes to Collison. Kicks to Jordan. Good, and the assist goes to Collison. Collison's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one.
He's been working some magic out there today, guys. This lead has been largely his making.
Parker passes to Ginobili and stolen by Jordan. Rips down the breakaway slam.
Boy, the kind of moments you love to see. Excellent defense leading to a dunk at the other end.
Clark, you got to marvel at the transition game when they've got it clicking. It's really explosive.
High octane for sure.
Oof. Yeah, turning defensive pressure into offensive opportunities. That's what it's all about.
Leonard dishes to Splitter. Leonard with no one around. Gets a very good look and converts. Leonard's got 11 in the second half. Kings leading now by 20. Collison kicks to Caspi. And there's the pass to Cousins. The dish to Jordan from the stripe. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. Jordan's got 43 points.
And tack on a few more points to the lead. Why not? I suppose this is an emphatic showing for this club.
And, Steve, they did it in style, a beat down the entire way.
Ginobili gets a wide-open look. Offline with his three. For Sacramento, they've gotten exactly 2/3 of their shots to find the bottom of the net here in the fourth, 8 of 12.
And, guys, with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who's watched it. I mean, just a total mismatch in a true show of strength for the Kings.
It was like watching a three-point shooting contest tonight here, Clark.
I call them warm-up jump shots. I mean, 3 after 3, it paid off for them in the end.
And on the year, this will turn out to be win number 34 for them.
This will be their third win in 4 tries against this team. Not too shabby.
To say the least, you can